Development of a decimal number. Okay, let's review the place value table. Over here we have the decimal point separating the whole part from the decimal part. And if this is the number that we have, let's place it in the place value table. In the ones we have the 4, in the tens we have the 9, in the hundreds we have 7, then tenths we have 6, hundredths we have 5, and in the thousandths we have the 2. So what's the place value? If we have the number 29.7, what's the place value of the number 7? So let's put the number in the place value table. We have decimal point 9, 2, 7. So where is the 7? It's in the tenths. So the place value of it is in the tenths. Again, what's the place value of? So if we have 9.348, what's the place value of the number 8? Let's put it in the place value table. We have the decimal point. We have in the ones 9, in the tenths we have 3, in the hundredths we have 4, and the 8 is in the thousandths. So it's in the thousandths place. Again, the last example, if we have this number, I want to know the place value of the 6. So let's put it in the place value table. This is the decimal point. 3, 1, 7, 9, 6, 2. So what's the place value of the 6? It's in the hundredths place. Now, let's talk about something interesting, the unwanted zeros. Okay, so if we have this number over here, we have some unwanted zeros that are written but we don't need them. Okay, so over here we have some zeros that are written but we don't need them. Let's think for a second, which of these zeros are not necessary or unwanted? So the unwanted zeros here are this 0, this 0, this 0, and this 0. See, we are ending up with the following number. Again, which zeros here are unnecessary or unwanted or unneeded, or if we put them, there's no need to put these zeros. So we have this 0, this 0, this 0, this 0. Again, the number is 2.6. Now again, what are the unwanted zeros or the unnecessary zeros? So this 0 is not necessary, this 0, this 0, this 0, and the number is 91 units and 5 tenths. So as you can see, the zeros that are on the edges, they are unwanted zeros. We don't need these zeros that are on the edges of the numbers. Okay, so we are continuing with unwanted zeros. Let's take this number. What do you think the zeros that are, which ones are the unwanted, which ones are the wanted zeros? Okay, so let's begin that the zeros that are directly next to the decimal point, we have to keep them. They are wanted zeros. We need this 0. Why do we need this 0? Because this 0 is telling me that we don't have any number in the whole part. Okay, so we need this 0. So over here, this is an unwanted 0, and this is an unwanted 0. We're ending up with 0.38. Again, which ones are unwanted zeros? So this one, we need it. This one, we don't need it. This one, we don't need it. We're ending up with 0.26. Again, this number, which zeros are wanted and which ones are unwanted? So this one, we need it. This, no. This, no. This one, we don't need it, and this one, we don't need it. So we're ending up with 0.1. Okay, we're continuing with unwanted zeros. Let's take this number. How about these zeros that are found between these two whole numbers? So if we have these two zeros, are they unwanted zeros? No, they are wanted zeros. We cannot cancel these zeros. If you cancel these zeros, you'll be changing the value and the place value of the 4 and the place value of the 6. So these zeros are wanted. We need these zeros. Okay, so the number is going to stay the same. Again, over here, can we cancel these zeros? Can we cancel these zeros? No, we cannot. If we cancel these zeros, we will be changing the place value of the 7 and the 9. So these zeros are kept. They are wanted zeros. We need those zeros. So we're keeping the same number. Again, over here, do we have unwanted zeros? So let's make sure that these zeros that are in the middle between two whole numbers, we have to keep them. While this on the edge, we have to cancel them. So we are ending up with 80.003. Again, the last example. So the zeros that are between the numbers, between these two whole numbers, I'm going to keep them. I'm going to cancel the zeros that are on the edges. So this 0 is going, and this, and this, and we're ending up with 90.06. Thank you.